Complaint letters. You're going to listen to 4 complaint letters. The language used is highly advanced. So, grab your dictionary and take notes of all new words you come across. By the end of this video, you'll have learned a lot.
Dear Customer Service Team, I am writing to express my dissatisfaction with the experience I recently had with one of your rental vehicles. I had hoped to enjoy a seamless road trip across the country, yet to my utter disappointment, my journey was marred by unforeseen issues with a car I rented through your agency. I feel compelled to bring these matters to your attention as they not only caused significant inconvenience, but also raised questions regarding the reliability of your fleet and the level of service provided. On October 20th, 2024, I rented a luxurious car at your rental office. At first glance, the vehicle appeared to be in adequate condition, and I was assured that it had recently undergone routine maintenance. Trusting this information, I embarked on my trip, hoping for a smooth journey. However, within a few hours, the car began exhibiting signs of mechanical trouble. Initially, there was a slight vibration which soon escalated into a grinding noise under the hood. By the time I reached Flagstaff, Arizona, the car had broken down entirely, leaving me stranded on the roadside in an unfamiliar area. To make matters worse, despite several attempts, I was unable to reach any emergency assistance from your company. I spent considerable time contacting local services for assistance and eventually had to rely on a tow truck to get the vehicle to the nearest repair shop. This delay not only disrupted my travel plans, but also led to unforeseen expenses, which, frankly, I should not have incurred under the circumstances. Given the extent of the inconvenience caused, I believe it is only fair to request a full refund for the rental costs. Additionally, I kindly ask for reimbursement of the expenses I incurred due to the breakdown, including the tow service and any additional transport costs. It would also be prudent for your team to review the maintenance and servicing protocols for your vehicles to prevent similar incidents from happening to other customers. In light of the trust one placed in your company and the unfortunate experience I had, I would appreciate a prompt and considerate response to this complaint. I am confident that, with the appropriate action, you can help restore my faith in your services. Thank you for your time and attention to this matter. I look forward to a resolution at your earliest convenience. Yours sincerely, John Howard Watson.
Letter 2.
Dear Customer Relations Team, I am writing to express my deep disappointment and frustration following my recent experience at your restaurant. I dined at your establishment on October 28, 2024, with a party of 4. From the outset, the staff displayed a level of indifference that was both unprofessional and disheartening. When we arrived, we waited at the entrance for a considerable amount of time before being acknowledged, despite the restaurant not being particularly busy. The hostess was curt, barely greeting us before leading us to our table. Regrettably, this poor service was only the beginning. The waitstaff who attended to us seemed uninterested and inattentive. When I requested some clarifications about the menu items, I received dismissive answers as though my inquiries were an inconvenience. Despite ordering with specific preferences, the dishes we received were neither what we ordered nor up to the standard one would expect at a reputable restaurant. The seafood pasta I ordered was bland and overcooked, hardly resembling the description on the menu, and another member of my party received a completely different entree than what she had requested. Naturally, I decided to voice my concerns to the manager. To my surprise, instead of listening and addressing the issue, he responded with a smirk and made a sarcastic comment about my refined palate. This display of irony, at a time when I simply sought a solution, was insulting and inappropriate. It is profoundly disappointing when an establishment not only fails to meet basic expectations but also lacks respect for its patrons. I believe that customers should feel valued, and that dining out should be a pleasant experience. Sadly, my visit to your so-called fancy restaurant was anything but. I trust that, moving forward, your staff will receive proper training in customer service, and that steps will be taken to ensure the quality of your food aligns with your reputation. In light of the poor service and substandard food, I respectfully request a full refund for my meal. Additionally, I would appreciate confirmation that this complaint has been received and that remedial action will be taken. My hope is that no other guest will have to endure the disappointment and frustration that my party and I experienced. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward to a response at your earliest convenience. Yours faithfully, Edward Blake.
Letter 3.
Dear Customer Service Team, I am writing to express my disappointment and dissatisfaction following my recent stay at your hotel. I chose your establishment based on the glowing descriptions and images on your website, expecting a comfortable and enjoyable experience for my vacation. However, my stay was marred by a series of unfortunate experiences that left me profoundly disheartened and, frankly, appalled. To begin with, upon arrival, I was greeted by a room that was, by no means, as clean and well-maintained as advertised. There was visible dust on various surfaces, the bedding had stains, and the bathroom appeared to be in dire need of a thorough cleaning. This lack of hygiene is unacceptable and certainly not what one expects from an establishment that presents itself as a paradise. Adding to my frustration was the demeanor of the staff. Throughout my stay, the majority of employees I interacted with were impolite and appeared untrained for their roles. Simple requests for assistance or information were met with impatience and at times outright rudeness. On one occasion, a receptionist dismissed my questions about local attractions with a curt response, leaving me feeling like an inconvenience rather than a valued guest. When I attempted to speak with the manager, I was informed multiple times that he was unavailable. Despite asking to be contacted upon his return, I received no follow-up. It was incredibly frustrating to find no one accountable for the hotel's day-to-day operations. One of the most disappointing aspects, however, was the hotel's restaurant. Your website portrays it as a fine dining establishment, with a varied menu and pleasant ambience. In reality, the menu was limited and lacked quality, and the dining area was cramped and poorly maintained. The food quality was lackluster at best and failed to match the standards implied by the promotional images online. In sum, this experience left me deeply saddened, as it spoiled what was meant to be a relaxing vacation. I feel that I have been misled by your advertising and let down by the standards of service and cleanliness. As a result, I am requesting a partial refund as compensation for the distress and inconvenience I experienced during my stay. Furthermore, I urge you to take steps to ensure that future guests do not face similar disappointments. I look forward to a response at your earliest convenience, detailing any measures your management intends to take to address these issues. Yours faithfully, Jennifer Beverly.
Letter 4.
Dear Customer Service Team, I am writing to formally express my dissatisfaction with a recent purchase from your website, which has, unfortunately, resulted in a surprising and thoroughly disappointing experience. On October 25, 2024, I ordered a pair of leather shoes, size 10, anticipating a classic addition to my wardrobe. However, what I received instead was an entirely unexpected and, frankly, bewildering item, a pink polka dot dress. Not only is this far from what I ordered, but it is also a size that I could not wear even if I had intended to purchase such an item. When I initially placed my order, I had high expectations given your store's positive reputation. I chose this particular pair of shoes with great care and was looking forward to receiving them. The sight of an incorrect and unrelated item has caused considerable inconvenience, particularly because I required these shoes for an important event scheduled for next week. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward to your swift response and a solution that will restore my confidence in your company's commitment to customer satisfaction. Yours faithfully, Michael Evans.
Thank you for listening to English Audio Lounge. We hope you have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more audio stories and video classes to improve your English.